Happy Friday, A Push. Okay, so today we are going to come back to the articles I had you guys look at the very close of class yesterday. So go ahead and pull out those articles and take a minute to read or even reread the articles. There are 4 different groups in class. There's A's, B's, C, and D's, and you all have different articles to look at. Based on the events that happened in the Pullman strike and looking at how they are depicted in the Chicago Times and the Chicago Tribune. So I want you to take a minute to look at it and really focus in on the central questions. How did the Chicago newspapers cover the Pullman strike and what bias existed? When you're done, I want you to talk about it. I want you to meet with your A's, B's, C's, and D's to discuss, and then share out in a large group, in a class group, what you noticed between these 2 newspapers. Okay, all right. I will have you pause this video now, and you guys can then come back to it when your large group discussion. So now that you've had a chance to read the articles a little more in depth, look at them, and discuss with your A groups, B groups, C groups, and D groups, bring it back together for a full class discussion. And looking at these 2 newspapers, both from Chicago, I want you to have a discussion and really think about, okay, who is at fault in terms of this issue of the strike, and why did this happen? What happened? How were the events, this one event, depicted maybe differently or similarly between the newspapers? And if you find any differences that exist between the 2 newspapers, why do you think that would be? Why is that important to know? And what can we walk away with knowing about events in our history, in our past and in our future? What can we take back from looking at the media with a more critical eye? All right, have fun discussing it, and then you'll be moving on to robber barons or captains of industry.